It's kind of strange that I haven't yet drawn Vincent Price in this horror art series, and it's really strange that I'm drawing him not from a horror movie, but from a TV series that couldn't be described as the least bit horror-related. Why not draw him from House on Haunted Hill, or The Abominable Dr. Phibes, or any of the many horror movies he made over the years? Why Batman? Well, today folks, we're going to explore a great but often misunderstood actor in a popular but also misunderstood TV series. So, yeah, Egghead. What can you say about Egghead? He's a criminal genius who really likes eggs. And that's it. That's the character. Why would someone create a character like Egghead? Maybe they thought it was funny. Why not have a horror star like Vincent Price play a more appropriate horror villain from the Batman comics like the Scarecrow or Dr. Death or the Vampire Monk? Well, maybe those villains didn't fit the tone of the show. Well, why Egghead? Well, maybe the answer to all those questions is stop questioning the show on what it isn't and really take a look at what the show is. Batman 1966 is a strange show, not just because of the biff, bam, pow and the pop art visuals, but because it's working on several different levels in the most subtle of ways. Most everyone's experience with Batman goes something like this. You loved it as a little kid, you hated it as an older kid because you thought it was dumb or wimpy, and as a nostalgic adult you came back to it expecting a fun, stupid show and instead realized what it really was all this time. It was an intentionally funny and surreal show, and now after all of these years you get the joke, and it's hysterical. Something that you thought was just campy nonsense was actually fully aware of what it was and what it wanted to be, and that's the sneaky magic of the show. In that regards, it's perfectly suited for an actor who many people unfairly dismissed as just a ham, Vincent Price. It's easy for highbrow viewers to sneer and scoff at him or anyone in the show, but Price was a professional and knew exactly what the role needed from him. He always knew when to play a role over the top, but also knew when to play it straight, and he was right every single time. He could play roles deadly serious and with great dignity in movies like Dragonwyck and House of Wax, or he could throw caution to the wind and give a bombastic performance like in Theater of Blood or The Great Mouse Detective. Some people may think of Vincent Price as just a ham, but really ask yourself, do you ever recall him giving a bad performance or thinking he was miscast in a role? For all of his supposed hamminess, Price knocked it out of the park every single time, and that's a very rare thing for any performer to accomplish. And finally, there's Egghead. For all the complaining I did earlier, there's one good thing about Egghead, and that's this. He will always be Vincent Price's character. Other Batman villains like Joker, Penguin, and Catwoman have been played by great actors over the years, but Egghead is a character who will forever remain comfortably in the world of the 1966 series, and he will always have the memory of a fantastic actor perfectly grafted onto him. And that is an egg-ceptional honor. Tune in next week, Monster Kids. Same bat time, same bat channel.